Hi students, today we are assembled together for discussing the lesson number 7. The topic is organizational typology. Now, what is the meaning of your organizational typology? There are two ways the information can be explained to anybody. The first one is verbal explanation. The second one is picture explanation. Both are equally applying in the education system. Verbal explanation means with the help of the mouth, we will go to explain with a continuous process with the help of the words. The other explanation is with the help of the pictures, that means diagrams. Organizational typology means the information can be expressed with the help of the charts and diagrams. It relates to the different categories into which organization can be classified. It involves a scheme of categorization of organizations based on certain general characteristics. That means the total organizational information can be expressed with the help of a categorization of organizations with the help of the columns, rows, with the help of main category, subcategory, and other all divisional aspects of information for the sake of better explanation to the readers. Strictly speaking, organizational typology is a multidimensional classification of organizational activities. That means the total organizational activities may be economic or non-economic or political or non-political, whatever it may be. All the activities are classified into multi-dimensional areas with the help of a defined, a suitable picture consisting of boxes, arrows, sub-boxes, etc. and etc. Organizational typology is constructed to study the different types of organizations. It relates to the different categories into which organizations can be classified. It involves a scheme of categorization of organizations based on certain general characteristics. Study of different type of organizations. There are various type of organizations based on nature and size. All these organizational operations or activities to be explained with the help of total classification and headings and subheadings and structurization with the help of nodes and arrows. This is known as organizational typology. I have given one picture. I would like to explain organizational behavior with the help of one picture, one chart. Chart is called typology. Now I have taken organizational behavior. I will go to explain. Behavior should be based on risk. Risk may be low or high. Then the total behavior divided into conservative, reactionary, innovative, reformative, which can be supported by inertia and change. In all ways, The four structural behavior can be supported by information. Information is normative and deviant. Now, there are uncertainties are available while a person is behaving himself. Uncertainty may be low or high. So, this is a one picture. I have explained the organizational behavior without words, without any sentences. I have given explanation with the help of chart, picture. This chart or picture information can be known as typology. Another example. I have taken one organizational structure. Now, I would like to explain interpersonal relationship among the various departments and various persons with the help of one chart. This chart can also explain at the type of organizational structure. Here, typology means any information to be explained with the help of a suitable diagram. Now I have taken this one. Now I would like to explain relations among the departments with the help of a picture. It's also typology. Or if you want to go to take any other picture, if you want to go to explain your timetable, yes, it's a typology for your timetable. That means rows and columns, week, etc. and etc. Like that here, I have explained with the help of the interpersonal relationship like this, with the help of a chart. Whenever you are ready to explain with the help of the chart is known as a typology. Are you understand? If you go to explain in anywhere. Now, the important area in this topic is classification or types of organizational typology. Broadly divided into four categories. That is typology based on functions, typology based on primary beneficiary, typology based on compliance, typology based on degree of formal relations. Here typology based on functions, again divided into four categories. Academic organizations, political organizations, negative organizations, pattern maintenance organizations. Or if you want to go to read like this, academic organizational typology, political organizational typology, etc. Second classification, typology based on primary beneficiary. Again divided into four categories: mutual benefit associations, business organizations, service organizations, commonweal organizations. Third classification, typology based on compliance. Under this, again three categories: cohesive power organizations, utilitarian power organizations, normative power organizations. The fourth classification of organizational typology is typology based on degree of formal relations. Again divided into two categories, that is formal organizations and informal organization or organizations. Let us go to discuss one after another with thoroughly. First one, typology based on functions. First one is academic organizations. Academic organizations are particularly established for earning profits or revenue against producing goods and services. Yes, economy can be divided into developed, developing and underdeveloped. The academic organizations are executing all the activities with the help of the human resources, can be called as employees. A paid employees are taken into the consideration. With the help of them, they will be goes to produce goods and services or making a trading. Then they will be goes to earn the profits or revenue or income. That is, economic organizations aim is earning profits by producing goods and services for the society. In this category, we include industrial, commercial, trading concerns. The contemporary world economy can be divided into three types: developed economy, developing economy, underdeveloped economy. The economic organizations are also classified as regional, metropolitan, world regional, and global. Regional in the sense local business organizations. Metropolitan means the city which is having a more economic criteria like Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, Delhi. World regional, that means international economic organizations consisting of one or two or many countries. Global means in all over the globe on earth, the organizations are rendering the services or producing goods and services for earning profits with producing global commodities and services. This is known as economic organizations. Each organization consisting of advantages and disadvantages. Under this second organization typology is political organization. Yes, political means already you know political parties. A political parties was established for rendering the services to the public. Nowadays, it is having a more craze and having a more reputation in the society due to each and every person is discussing with political parties and political environments. Political parties can also covered by a political organization. That means any organization which covered by the political session can also called as political organizations. The main objective of political organizations is to provide service to the society. These organizations are supposed to maintain peace and stability in the society. That means whenever political organizations was participated in the election, they will be goes to frame a government. A government can also comes under the meaning of political organizations. Then their primary objective is maintaining peace and stability in the society for the sake of better living of the peoples in the society. A political organization is many organization that involves itself in the political process, including political parties, non-governmental organizations, advocacy groups, and special interest groups. Political organizations are those engaged in political activities. Example, lobbying, community organizing, campaign, advertising, etc. aimed at achieving clearly defined political goals. Yes, clearly understand. In this area, political organizations are basically established to making a political process. Political process in the sense lobbying among the peoples, among the groups, community organizations, that means religion, caste and groupism and other any formal or informal groups are can also taken into consideration for lobbying them. Campaigning, advertisement, yes, better advertisement in print media and electronic media. These all are a general characteristics of the political process, political organization aimed to achieve clearly defined political goals. is called political organizational typology. Integrative organizations. Unlike the political organizations where the aim is to make the society effective. That means here integrity organizations like courts, police departments are very much important for making of a decent atmosphere in the society. That means a formal living can only possible by the peoples with maintaining the integrative organizations. Example, without courts, we are not able to get the justice. Police department, then they will be goes to control all the negative and any other criminal aspects. And other social protective organizations are taken into consideration. And other protective organizations can be called as any other persons who are comes to making of a better commitments among the persons who are suffering with problems, like a mediators or any other person who is having a qualification to provide the better justice, to prevent the negative consequences among the peoples or in the society. That is, unlike the political organizations where the main aim is to make the society for effective, the aim of integrative organization is to make the society more efficient through maintaining the some rules and regulations or maintaining the constitutional procedure. Integrative organizations include organizations like courts, police departments and other social and protective organizations. These organizations are concerned with social control and maintaining of law and order or justice in the society. The check distributing influence in the society, the social control and maintenance of the law and order, justice in the society. They check dispersing influences in the society and keep the things operating in a desired manner. This is known as integrative organizations. The main aim of integrative organizations is social control and maintenance of law and order. The next classification under this roof is pattern maintenance organizations. Pattern maintenance organizations include educational institutions, research institutions, religious and social institutions like clubs, etc. That means pattern maintenance, there are some people who have assembled, gathered together for obtaining a common benefit. Example, education institutions provide a common benefit, that is providing better education to the peoples. Research institutions provide a research atmosphere to improve the skill and knowledge. Religious, that means one group of people assembled together who are having one opinion on one philosophy, where they are getting their common objective. And social institutions like clubs and other any associations who are assembled together, grouping together for attainment of a common object. These organizations are concerned with the preservation of cultural values. They create value system, further their knowledge and make suitable patterns of life. That means pattern maintenance organizations are always based on how to make and develop the cultural values. Cultural values means to develop the better culture among the peoples. Culture in the sense better talking, better language, better sentiments, better activities. Those activities are benefits to the society and so on. Yes, they create a value system. A value is very much important. Why? Because the values are protect the culture, protect the one economic or non-economic activity which is going with a decent manner. Against people are living with a suitable and decent atmosphere without any troubles among them. Yes, which will go to develop, live and let live. These are also concerned with the long-term issues of society's values, patterns and knowledge, culture, etc. Thus, these organizations are engaged in promoting long-term interest of the society. Long-term interest of society means how to living the peoples without any controversy, without any disputes, without any deviations, without any social disparities. These all are long-term interest of the society. These can be promoted and explained by the pattern maintenance organizations. Let us go to second category of the organizational typology. Typology based on primary beneficiary. That means who are beneficiary against the organization is the central concept of this type of typology organizations. Under this first one, mutual benefit associations. Yes, there are so many associations. Your known association is Cricket Association, Chamber of Commerce Association, Students Association, etc. etc. Each and every association primary objective is protect the interest of the members, protect the interest of the group of peoples who are assembled together, comes on a single dais, can be called as an association. Then the association will be goes to protect them, protect the interest of them. That is, the mutual benefit organizations come into existence to serve the interest of their members. If you want to go to take the example of these are trade unions, political parties, professional associations, or extended by any association like People's Association, Cultural Association, Traditional Association, and Cricket Association, Volleyball Association. That means any association, big or small, those persons are comes together as making a membership, then they will be goes to contributing by himself, self resources for the benefit of their members. Here the primary beneficiary is members of the association. Who can get the benefit under this organization? Only members. These organizations are loosely constructed. That means there is no any defined rules and regulations. That means liberalized structure. Membership is usually voluntary. That means there is no any force. If you want to go to join in a one association, yes, you will come without any force. If you want to go to leave from the organization, yes, leave immediately. There is no any problem. Majority of the members are sleeping members. That means nowadays there are so many associations. One person is a member in so many associations. On the basis of this reason, majority of the cases members are sleeping. That means they are only join and contributed financial and non-financial services, and they are not able to visiting the organization. That is, they do not leave the organization, but they may not take any active interest in its activities. Is called sleeping members. Whatever it may be, mutual benefit organizations are peoples assembled together for attainment of their basic objective or interest. Under this roof, next organizational typology is business organizations. Nowadays, we are having a better experience regarding to business organizations. That means one owner or partners or any other stakeholders, or if it is a public limited company or a private limited company, shareholders. These all are comes to the one roof of forms of business organizations. They are very much famous in the present society. These organizations are established for getting income or profits at different levels. Here, employees are taken a support for executing all the business activities. Against owner paid the salaries to the employees. Here, the organizations are also facing some problems, particularly efficiency problem. That means there are various limitations are facing by the organization. For example, lack of support from the government, etc., etc. In business organizations, the primary beneficiary are the owners. Already said, maybe a sole trader, maybe a partners, maybe a shareholders, maybe a members in cooperative societies, or if it is a joint family members are the owners. Other groups like employees, customers and society at large also benefit from these organizations, but still the basic aim is maximization of profits for the owners. The basic problem of business organization is that of operating efficiency, that is achievement of maximum gains at the minimum cost in order to ensure survival as well as growth in competition with other organizations. Under this, other organizational typology is service organization. Yes, the organizations was established to provide the better service without the sale of kind, without the sale of goods. That means skill and knowledge rendered by the peoples, against they will be goes to getting the remuneration or amount. Amount can be called as charging. That means fees, etc. As is clear from the name, service organizations provide the service to the society, service to the peoples. Thus, clients are the primary beneficiary. In service organizations like hospitals, education institutions, banks, courts, lawyers, social work agencies, primary beneficiary is the part of the public in direct contact with the organization. In other examples, nowadays, there are so many consultancy persons. They are providing the services to them. Or if you want to go for other area types of service organizations, business service organization, that means against providing the business services. That means provide some services regarding to business improvement, how to improve the business. Some tips they will be goes to explain. Business consultancy, like how to solve the problems, they will be goes to give the guidelines. Social service organizations, that means how to promote the culture, values in the society. A group of people, a expert will be goes to provide some service, explain some information. Personal service organization, that means different persons are having different needs. One person needs to banking, one person needs to family information. Like that, personal service organizations are provide different informations to different persons. This is known as service organizations. Under this, another one is common weal organization. Now, here there are some organizations was established to protect and preserve the and educate the peoples. As most important, protection is most important. For example, particularly human protection is very much important. Some human product cells are established, can be called as human weal organizations. Like that, common weal organizations focus on offering standardized public services without attempting to earn a profit. That means non-profit organization. They serve all segments of society without any limitation. All the segments may be academic or non-academic, may be geographical or non-geographical, regional or non-regional, social and cultural, irrespective of the regions. It will be goes to cover all the regions on the segments in the society. These Commonwealth organizations have unique mission of serving and educating all. That means providing a better knowledge among the peoples, to explain various areas regarding to technology, regarding to social aspirations, regarding to business, regarding to ethics, regarding to geographical situations, regarding to space, whatnot. For all the citizens with a common purpose, protect them, preserve them, and educate them. Examples of these organizations are police, armed forces, post offices, fire stations, and other. Nowadays we are also seeing with some missionaries can also participated to motivate the individuals. Example, Ramakrishna Mission, Vivekananda Mission, where they are conducting the personality development programs, can also comes under these Commonwealth organizations. Third category, typology based on compliance. Compliance means here a power based and knowledge based, and that means enthusiastically, that means a spirit of the person can be controlled, can be maintained, the activities is called compliance. Under this first one, cohesive power organizations or organizational typology. Cohesive power is the ability of a manager to force an employee to follow an order by threatening the employee with a punishment. That means a more stamina, more capability for maintaining one activity. That means at any cost. A manager, a leader can be executed and get a success with better implementation of the activity. Can also, he will be used some punishment while the activity will be goes to success. Yes, he can also strict rules and regulations to be implemented on the employees, or sometimes he will be goes to maintain the orders, strict orders without any opposition. That is, cohesive power is the ability of a manager to force an employee to follow an order by threatening the employee with a punishment. If the employee does not comply with the order, that means at any cost, employee should not be opposed, because the manager is having such type of capability according to his experience, knowledge and skill. All persons are not maintaining the cohesive power. Examples of cohesive power include threats of write-ups, demotions, pay cuts, layoffs, and terminations. The employee don't follow orders. Yes, cohesive power. A manager or leader taking some extraordinary steps without any opposition. Yes, this is known as cohesive power. Organizations and organizational typology. Utilitarian power organizations. That means a public or any person's utility can be taken into consideration to raise their intellectual capabilities. That means encourage them, support them with the help of providing better rewards and awards. Otherwise, the people are not able to encourage, not able to motivate them against their allotted job. Utilitarian power organizations are completely based on better motivation through awards and rewards. College and universities are examples. That is, the utilitarian system is power based on a system of rewards or punishments. That means rewards are sometimes taken a punishment for streamline the employees or streamline the peoples. Businesses which use pay raises, promotions, or threats of dismissal are essentially utilitarian organizations tools. Examples, colleges and universities are also examples of utilitarian organizations. For the money and effort put into your classes, you receive credentials and a diploma confirming your degree. A large percentage of people in modern societies spend a great deal of time in utilitarian organizations. Why? Because colleges and universities are locations where they will go to produce the better citizens into the market. Under this, another type of organizational typology is normative power organizations. That means a symbols, a prestige and esteem are taken into consideration of the normative power organizations, anticipating the rewards of the subordinates. When you are giving the rewards, the subordinates can be more motivated. That means interesting work, identification of goals, making a contribution of society. That means the organization always give the importance for recognition of the people's work, people's achievement. Yes, it is very much important. It's called normative power organization. That is, normative power rests on the allocation of symbolic rewards. That means one designation, symbolic. That means one award, like a Padma Shri, Padma Vibhushan, like that. It involves use of symbols of prestige and esteem. Yes, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Shri is a prestige and esteem reward. Like that, these are all our normative organizations. And anticipation of these rewards, the subordinates obey their bosses. The people obey towards the government. Normative power controls through allocation of intrinsic rewards such as interesting work, identification with goals and making a contribution to society. Management's power in this case rests on its ability to manipulate symbolic rewards. Many professional people work in normative organizations. Why? Because here a recognition is there, then they will be goes to provided a suitable low, medium, high level rewards and awards. The last category is typology based on degree of formal relations. That means there are better relations to be required among the peoples in an organization. Otherwise, we are not able to achieve the common objective. Why? Because business or any organization is a group of peoples. They should be having better awareness. This is known as formal relations, which can also divide into two categories. First one is formal organizations. Formal organizations means the peoples working in an organization or in a business or in a enterprise with strict rules and regulations. Yes, before going to take the any attempt, already defined rules are there, regulations are there, acts are there, schedule is there, etc. for making a better defined output. These organizations are nowadays having a more importance in the present business field. The formal organizations lays down the pattern of relationship between the individuals and the rules and regulations. That means strict rules are there. You will be goes to work like this only, which guide the behavior of individuals. Accordingly, guide the behavior of individuals. Coordination and communication is also proceed according to the prescribed pattern. Yes, a technical and non-technical communication process is going in formal organization. Yes, with the help of notes, symbols, codes, encoding, decoding, etc. This organization is also called a rational system as it refers to a structure of well-defined jobs, each bearing a definite measure of authority, responsibility and accountability. Yes, whenever we are working with a defined rules, regulation, act, system, immediately authority and responsibility goes formally, immediately accountability to be reported. Whenever accountability reported, then they will be goes to take the other action. Positive action or negative action. Positive action means provide the awards and rewards to the better persons who are achieved the better result. Negative action means go for punishment where the persons are not able to work with a standard performance. This is known as formal organizations. Here advantages and disadvantages also there. Informal organizations, this is completely opposite for the formal organizations. In these organizations, people or employees or any other group of individuals working without any rules and regulations. They are working their individual behavior, individual attitude. What they like, they are performing. There is no rules and regulations, there is no procedure, there is no timetable, there is no system. Majority of the cases, small organizations are following this type of organizational typology. That is, informal organization comes into existence because of the limitations of the formal organizations. It is also called a natural system. Yes, traditional system, as it represents natural groups of the people at work. They are coming with voluntarily and going voluntarily. They are not accepting the rules and regulations. They are coming and going. Informal organizations represent a relationship between individuals in the organization based on their self-interest, personal attitude, personal emotions, prejudices, likes, dislikes, etc. That means no rules and regulations. These relationships are not developed according to the procedures and rules and regulations laid down in the formal organization structure. Like a formal organization structure, there is no rules and regulations. Summary. Organizational typology is constructed to study the different types of organizations. It relates to different categories into which organizations come to classified. That means how to classify the organizations on the basis of their characteristics framed with the help of a certain picture. It involves a scheme of categorization of organization based on certain general characteristics. On the basis of functions, purpose, primary beneficiary, compliance and authority, different scholars have classified organizational typology into 4 above discussed categories. Thanking you.